Have you ever wondered why you make the decisions you do? Why is it so hard to resist a sale, even if you don't need anything? In his book Thinking Fast and Slow, Daniel Kahneman reveals the secrets behind our choices. He explains that our brains use two systems for thinking. These systems, called System 1 and System 2, shape our beliefs, actions, and ultimately, our lives. Understanding these systems helps us see our own minds more clearly. It's like having a map to navigate the complex landscape of our thoughts and decisions. Kahneman's work is groundbreaking. It shows us that our judgments are often flawed, influenced by unconscious biases we don't even realize. We're not always as rational as we think. This book is not just for academics. It's for anyone who wants to make better choices. Whether you're deciding what to buy, who to vote for, or how to navigate a relationship, this book offers valuable insights. System 1 is the autopilot of our minds. It's fast, intuitive, and operates automatically. When you catch a ball thrown at you, that's System 1 in action. It's effortless and essential for survival. However, this speed comes at a cost. System 1 relies on mental shortcuts called heuristics. These shortcuts help us make quick judgments, but they can also lead to errors. Think about the last time you saw an advertisement for a delicious-looking burger. Your mouth probably watered, and you might have even felt a craving. That's System 1 associating the image with pleasure and urging you to eat. It's powerful, emotional, and often drives our immediate reactions. But is that burger really the best choice for your health? That's where System 2 comes in. System 2 is the thoughtful, deliberate part of our brain. It's analytical, logical, and requires effort. When you solve a math problem or learn a new language, you're engaging System 2. This system is slower, but it allows for critical thinking and careful consideration. The problem is System 2 is lazy. It prefers to conserve energy and often takes the easy way out by accepting System 1's quick judgments without question. Remember that craving for a burger? System 2 could step in and analyze the nutritional information considering the long-term health implications. It could remind you of your dietary goals and suggest a healthier alternative. But this takes effort. Often we don't engage System 2 because we're tired, distracted, or simply unaware of its existence. Section 4 anchors away the power of first impressions. One of the most pervasive biases Kahneman highlights is the anchoring bias. This bias describes our tendency to rely too heavily on the first piece of information we receive, even if it's irrelevant. Consider a negotiation. The person who throws out the first number, even if it's arbitrary, often anchors the subsequent discussion. If you're selling a car and the buyer starts at a low price, it influences your perception of what's reasonable, even if you know the car is worth more. This bias pops up everywhere. Seeing a high price tag on a designer dress might anchor your perception of its value, even if it's poorly made. Reading negative online reviews about a restaurant before trying it yourself can color your experience, making you more likely to notice flaws. Understanding the anchoring bias helps us recognize when our judgments are being swayed by irrelevant information. Section 5. Hating loss and the pull of the familiar. Loss aversion is another powerful bias that shapes our choices. Simply put, we hate losing more than we love winning. Imagine you're offered a gamble, a 50% chance to win $100 or a 50% chance to lose $50. Logically, the potential gain outweighs the potential loss, but most people avoid this gamble. The fear of losing money looms larger than the prospect of winning. This aversion to loss influences our decisions in all areas of life. We cling to failing investments because we can't stomach the thought of selling at a loss. We stay in unfulfilling jobs because we're afraid of the unknown. Recognizing loss. Aversion helps us take calculated risks and make changes that lead to greater happiness in the long run. Section 6. The halo effect. Judging books by their covers. The halo effect describes our tendency to judge people based on our overall impression of them. If we find someone attractive, we're more likely to assume they're also intelligent, kind, and trustworthy, even if we have no evidence to support these assumptions. This bias extends beyond physical appearance. Imagine a celebrity you admire endorsing a product. The halo effect suggests you're more likely to view that product favorably simply because of the association. This bias can be positive, but it can also lead us to make inaccurate judgments about people and situations. Recognizing the halo effect allows us to be more objective in our assessments and avoid making snap judgments. Section 7. Thinking slow, making better decisions every day. Thinking fast and slow isn't about criticizing our brains for their flaws, it's about understanding how these flaws operate so we can make better decisions. By recognizing the biases that influence our thinking, we can pause, engage System 2, and make more deliberate choices. This doesn't mean we need to overanalyze every decision. It's about finding a balance between intuition and logic. Start by paying attention to your thought patterns. When you make a decision, ask yourself, am I being influenced by a bias? Challenge your assumptions and seek out different perspectives. The more aware we become of our mental shortcuts, the better equipped we are to navigate the complexities of life and make choices that align with our values and goals.